Let's talk about sleep. Sleep is very, very important, more important than you might be thinking about. It is very, very important for metabolic health. Metabolic health means your weight, your obesity, your BP, diabetes, thyroid, PCOD, cholesterol, all these problems, including if you want to lose your weight, you need to have good sleep. Your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, directly linked with your quality of sleep, your performance in the day, your agility, your energy, your immunity, everything is linked with the sleep. If your sleep is good, all these parameters will be good and your health will be massively amazing. Let us understand first how much to sleep. Everybody's need is different. The way every mobile's time duration for full charging is different. So you may need to sleep for 6 hours to 9 hours to get the full charge of your body. How to know it? You sleep and see when you're waking up, are you feeling completely recharged or is still feeling that I need to sleep a little bit more? And it is happening for quite long days, the multiple times, it means you're not sleeping enough. So my basic fundamental is 7 to 8 hours everyone should sleep unless you are very specially designed body. Now, how to make sure that you're getting sufficient sleep without you impacting your performance or your schedule of the day? You might be very busy, you might be CEO, might be doctor, but a very busy businessman or very busy person with the child's kids and around. You can do it. Now let us see how you can do it. First of all, your sleep time and wake up time should be fixed. Your body should know there is a cycle inside your body which knows when to trigger that melatonin hormones, which makes you sleep, and when to generate those hormones which will make you feel that sleep is over. Now wake up. So you should not need, actually technically you should not need an alarm clock to wake up. It can only happen if your sleep and wake up time is fixed. Plus, when you are sleeping is also very, very important. The timing from midnight 12 to 4 o'clock is the most important time in your whole day for sleeping. There are few hormones which gets only generated between these 4 hours of the sleep. If you are not sleeping on that time, you are missing those important hormones which are important for your metabolic health, also for your weight loss. So make sure that you are this time is getting sleep. But the best time I would suggest in today's world is 10 to 6, if not 9 to 5. So this is the best time, but it is fine. Make sure 8 hours you are sleeping. Then one of the most important mistake people do, and majorly this IT people, is that they will be awake or they will be sleeping less in the weekdays versus weekends. They will be keep sleeping till 10 a.m., 11 a.m., even many people 12 p.m. as well. Your sleep time should be fixed even in the weekends. Your timing should not change. Okay. Next, what you do before your sleep or bedtime is very, very important. That decides if your body feels that it's time for sleep or not. If you're watching horror movie or having a very tensed conversation or thinking a lot, or you're doing a coding and thinking iske baad immediately I'll go to sleep, you might go physically to sleep, but your body is still awake because those hormones are generated which wants to keep you awake because there was having a stressful scenario. So you need to make sure what you're doing before sleeping. What do I do? Is that I read a self-development book. Don't read the technical book, but read a self-development book or peaceful book which will make you feel sleepy. Or you can listen to a soothing music if you love listening to the song, relaxing song, not very tense song. Having a walk just before the sleep, relaxed walk, along with a relaxed talk with your partner or with your kids. Don't play. If you're playing, again, you're not creating that relaxed environment in your mind to trigger those melatonin hormone. You also have to make sure the place where you sleep is only dedicated for sleep. So unless you're having very crunch house, make sure your bedroom is used only for sleeping. Your bed, you go onto your bed only for sleeping. So the moment your body goes in that environment on that bed, it knows it's time for sleep. It will trigger those hormones. So before sleeping, you're making sure that you're not sleeping anywhere. कभी सोफे पे सो गए या कभी किसी बेडरूम में सो गए. Not like that, but that bed is fixed for sleeping. Then make sure that the bedroom is silent, not having chickle pickle, those sounds and all that. Make sure it is dark. Try to put good curtains which will not let the outside light keep coming inside. Make sure the windows are getting properly closed, the sound is not coming in. If possible, make sure the room is keeping cool. If you're having problem with the, still after this you're having problem with the lights or with the sound like I do have, so make sure you're putting eye mask or putting earplugs or cotton in your ears so that you're not hearing those sounds. If possible, make your bedding comfortable, like your mattress, pillow are comfortable, that your body is suiting, it makes it feels relaxed. Yeah. So this is second important thing. Third is, sorry, this is the third. Fourth is the blue rays. All the digital device we use, be it mobile, TV, laptop, tablet, everything releases blue rays. Now, these blue rays, when goes in the eyes, it makes mind active. And the more blue rays you are going inside your eyes, the melatonin will not get generated. Obviously, in today's world, we cannot avoid all these things, but the best thing is that 1 hour before sleep, you are not exposing yourself to the blue rays. If not 1 hour, at least 30 minutes before sleeping, you should not see any blue rays device or no digital device. Absolutely. It will block the melatonin and it will not make you sleep. Even though you will go to sleep, but you will not have deep sleep. You will have light sleep. Your mind, subconscious mind will still be awake. Next important thing is the meal. What we eat is having a direct relationship with our sleep. Make sure that before sleep, I would say 3 hours before sleep, you are not having caffeine, nicotine, no alcohol. At least 3 hours. I would recommend have it in the first half of the day instead of second half of the day. Make sure you're having your meal 3 hours before sleep, because once we eat, it takes around 3 hours to process the complete food. The metabolic cycle needs around 3 hours to process that. And if you're sleeping that time when body is processing the food, you're not going to have a sound sleep. So eat 3 hours before and make sure you're not having things like coffee and all that, anything which gives you high energy or triggers your brain to be active before 3 hours. Next important thing is exercise. Exercise generates growth hormone, testosterone hormone, which are one of the important hormones for your metabolism and also linked with your sleep. So if you do sufficient amount of physical movement in the day, exercise, it will help to trigger melatonin hormone at the right time. It will ask your body to relax because it has worked physically well, and if it is a regime, it's gonna know that tomorrow also I have to do the same. That's why it will make a very sound and deep sleep. But make sure you're not exercising just before the sleep time. So 2 hours before sleep, don't do exercise because your body will be awake, active, and melatonin hormone will get blocked. It will not get released. But you should definitely, if possible, walk after dinner between the sleep. 15 minutes, do the walk. That will actually help in better way to create melatonin hormone and will help you sleep. Next, manage your stress. If you are having stress throughout the day or just before the sleep, your body will not make you sleep. How can it make? If you are having stress, body will ask you, be awake. Anything danger can happen. That's why you will not have deep sleep, even though physically you will be sleeping, but actually technically you are not sleeping. So make sure You're doing all those important things which will keep your body away from the stress. Things like meditation, things like pranayam. And if you're having too much stress, make sure you're doing meditation even before the sleep. That will help to relax your whole body organs and emotions, and it will help you to have a very good quality sleep. Next is, many people sleep in the daytime. So while a good small nap is good for the body, but if you are sleeping, if you're able to sleep good full 7 to 8 hours in the night, you don't need to have nap in the afternoon, and hence you should not take nap. But if you're not able to sleep properly in the night time, and that's the reason I have recommended you to take some small nap in the afternoon, make sure you're just having nap only maximum up to 20 minutes, not more than that. There is a cycle of sleep and awake in the body. So if you are disrupting that, you're sleeping 2 times within 24 hours, your body is confused that what is the sleep cycle, what is the awake cycle. So best is don't sleep in the afternoon, but if required, 20 minutes of max nap, not more than that. Nutrition and food and the herbs which we intake is very, very linked with our sleep. So there are so many vitamins, minerals, herbs which are responsible to make a good quality sleep. So if you're having too much of stress, too much of sleep problem, there are some important herbs which actually helps to create good sleep. Talk to me as per your body. I will recommend you those nutrition and herbs which will help you to improve your brain cells, recover those damages in the brain cells and tissues, and it will eventually help you to have a good quality and stress-free sleep. Last but not the least is sun rays, sunlight, very, very important. Make sure minimum 15 to 20 minutes and maximum jitna ho sake utna you are at least exposing your body to the sun rays. Ideally is the morning sun rays, but if not possible morning, it's fine. Anytime in the day, be it afternoon, evening, make sure you're going into the sunlight or daylight. It need not be necessarily full proper sun rays, but the daylight. बादल भी होंगे तो भी चलेगा, but daylight में जाना is important because those sun rays when goes into your eyes, it it completes the cycle of the day and make sure those melatonin hormones are getting generated on the right time. Now, I have told you all these ways, total 11 ways how to make sure you're having good, peaceful sleep. That does not mean that immediately from tomorrow, you will have good sleep. It's a programming of so many years, the damage of so many years, which has lead to bad sleep quality. And it takes some time to recover. Obviously, so give yourself some time, build this rhythm, and give yourself some time to get the good sleep. Don't be impatient that 1 week हो गया अभी तक मेरा sleep ठीक नहीं हुआ. It is happening. It is making the water is coming up in the pump. Keep pumping, keep pumping. So make sure you're building the rhythm. Even after all this, like you're following for a month, but your sleep pattern has not improved. You're still not getting good sleep. Talk to me or any good health professional who can help you to improve your sleep. I'm sure this has helped you sleep well and bring your